Welcome to the luxury world. Get inspired with us today and tomorrow. Omega is one of the most well-known names in the world of luxury watches, with much of its models being viewed as must-have or must-own in the collections of any and all watch enthusiasts. Omega has enjoyed riding a wave of popularity ever since it was launched over 100 years ago. Omega is not only a brand whose watches were worn on the moon and on the wrist of James Bond, but Omega also has a rich history when it comes to Olympics, ultra-deep diving watches, and high-precision chronometer movements. In this video, your favorite luxury channel will thoroughly discuss for you the top 7 best Omega watches to buy in 2022. In terms of the most loved watch brands in the market, one of the few names that can compare to the fame of Rolex is Omega. Their extensive portfolio includes a number of iconic models used by some of history's greatest achievements and some of pop culture's most loved heroes. The lineup of Omega watches includes names heard of even to those with the merest passing interest in pop culture, and for the real aficionados, they speak of adventures on land, beneath the waves, and some that are surely out of this world. Top 7 on the list we have Omega Seamaster Professional Planet Ocean. Although the first Omega Seamaster Professional Planet Ocean was launched in 2005, Omega's history with assembling dive watches travels a much longer time period. These dive watches are indicated by their water resistance, helium escape valve, and alveoli screw-in case back. To allow divers to keep track of time underwater, minute hand, the applied indexes, and the 12 o'clock dot on this Omega Seamaster Professional Planet Ocean are covered in Super Luminova. While the Super Luminova seems white in an everyday setting, the seconds the indexes, hour hands actually glow a light blue in dim or dark lighting. On the other hand, the minute hand and 12 o'clock dot glow green. For number 6, we have Omega DeVille Prestige Dress Watch. Omega constructs quite a few purpose-driven watches, going from deep-sea diver timepieces all the way up to those that have enabled astronauts to traverse the surface of the moon. However, not all of us are searching for a hardcore timepiece. In fact, most of us just need a simple, elegant, minimalist dress watch to wear to the office or on particular occasions. If you fall into this line of thinking, then the Omega DeVille Prestige Dress Watch is definitely up your alley. Refined and classic, this watch withholds all the bells and whistles in favor of simple timekeeping and impeccable styling. 5th on the spot, we have Omega Specialties Olympic Official Timekeeper. From James Bond to NASA, Omega has an outstanding history of being the official watch brand of some of her famous endeavors, ranging from government agencies to movie franchises and more. But there's another specific impressive organization Omega has been symbolizing for nearly an entire century that you might not know about: the Olympic Games. Since the Los Angeles Games in 1932, Omega has logged a whopping 27 different Olympics, meaning they've developed and built the official stopwatches for every sporting event in these matches. And they've crafted watches to honor that connection, including this impressive Olympic rings-inspired offering. Besides its brilliant green detailing, this timepiece showcases an automatic movement, a steel case with a perforated leather strap, scratch-resistant sapphire crystal with dual anti-reflective coatings, and more. For spot number 4, Speedmaster Professional Moonwatch Master Chronometer. It goes without saying, if there's only a single Omega in your collection, it must be the Moonwatch. The new Moonwatch Master Chronometer version offers you lesser reasons not to have one. It showcases a new case that harkens back to the 4th generation of the Speedmaster back to the 1960s. This was the one that Buzz Aldrin used on the moon. Most especially, Omega finally changed the bracelet to this new tapering style. It showcases small center links, an elegantly finished clasp, and it is also amazingly comfortable. 3rd on the list is Seamaster Railmaster Coaxial Master Chronometer 40mm. The Railmaster series was originally its own line of watches, making up one-third of Omega's authentic 1957 professional collection, along with the original Seamaster and Speedmaster. Intended as a watch for scientists, it included a soft iron interior shield to shield the movement's delicate components from strong magnetic fields. Today, it is part of the Seamaster range, and its coaxial caliber, assembled with naturally anti-magnetic elements, means that it no longer has any demand for the extra inner shielding, permitting the state-of-the-art movement to sit on display via its sapphire case back. Uncomplicated, sleek, and accomplished, this is Omega at its most functional. Second Omega watch on the list is Seamaster 300. Take any top-notch watch manufacturer and we'd bet our lunch money they'll have gold or rose gold models in their lineup. Omega is without a doubt no different, and we think this Sedna Gold Seamaster 300 is fairly possibly the best-looking gold watch the Swiss manufacturer builds. Sedna Gold is an alloy special to Omega that blends gold, copper, and palladium, delivering in an 18K rose gold that is absolutely stunning. The exact hue Omega is made possible by the percentage of copper included in its DNA. The palladium is incorporated to help assure it retains that hue for as long as possible. The same Sedna Gold has been used to the hands and matching bracelet too. This special Seamaster rocks a 41mm case, which many could regard being the sweet spot of sizing, and it definitely lends itself to being suited to both informal and formal occasions. Last but not the least, we have Omega Speedmaster Skywalker X33 chronograph watch. While Omega's pedigree is definitely enough to earn this watch on the first spot, it gets a huge boost thanks to the fact that it brags a quartz movement that was designed and tested by the European Space Agency. This watch is crafted specifically for aeronautical and astronomical use. It's also constructed from solid titanium. Both the case and band has an anti-reflective scratch-resistant sapphire crystal, is provided with an LCD display, and showcases a number of other handy functions ranging from a built-in perpetual calendar to a bidirectional timer bezel. For anyone who desires to blasting off into space, this watch surely won't let you down. To those of you who stick with us till the end, we give you quick, frequently asked questions regarding the reputable brand Omega. Why are Omega watches expensive? Omega is a prestigious watch brand with a long history and carries a great reputation. Their watches are known for their top-notch quality and craftsmanship and are believed to be excellent investments. How to check Omega watch authenticity? All Omega watches come with their own serial number, which you can review for authenticity. Still, to avoid purchasing fakes, only purchase from an Omega boutique or from an authorized retailer. How long will an Omega watch last? An Omega watch can last a lifetime if adequately cared for. It is suggested that you service your watch every 3 or 5 years for movement lubrication, as well as a replacement of seals or gaskets. To sum it up for you, if you're searching for a sporty watch, turn to the Seamasters or Speedmasters. Or if you want a classic dress watch, then you might want to consider the Constellation or DeVille collections. This specialty collection is loaded with Omega's limited edition watches. And there we have it, the top 7 best Omega watches to buy in 2022. What are your favorite Omega watches? Let us know in the comments below. If you believe this video is helpful, then please hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon so you're given a heads up when our next video goes live. This is The Luxury World, and we'll see you next time.